Séamus, I spoke to you just as you got off the bus ahead of the game against Portugal, and I think I had a sense that this was a game that obviously everyone was up for. But did you feel that there was a performance as good as that coming from the Ireland team?
I think when you're in the camp and when you put on the green shirt, no matter what kind of form you're in going into the games or not, I think if you don't have belief, then, as I said to you before the game, why would we be here? What's the point? So I believed most certainly from the Monday morning when I came in and we had a chat together. I believed, and I think the group believed as well, and more importantly as well, I think the fans believed. And when all that comes together, you get a night like that, and they don't come around often. Great result. I think really important for the younger lads of the group to get that result as well. And it keeps us alive. And listen, football moves on quickly, and we know that the next game comes quick, and we're looking forward to it.
Talk to me about Troy Parrott, though, and the performance that he showed and the maturity he showed. He's still quite a young man, but the way he led the line that night.
Yeah, do you know what? Troy deserved it. I've not had that coming through as an Irish player, maybe the wonder kid tag, and I'm sure a lot of pressure comes with that. And he cares a lot about playing for Ireland, and you can see that, and it means a lot to him. And like us all, he's had ups and downs in his Ireland career, but the way he's playing at club level and to come in and play like he did was incredible, and everyone was so happy for him and the team. But Troy deserved that moment, and hopefully that now will kick him on again.
I think the celebrations after the goal, you were right there with him, and the passion that you showed, and the passion that the crowd seemed to have. Did you feed off each other on the night?
I think so, yeah. I think you have to feed off each other on nights like that, and when the Viva is like that, it's special, and obviously the aim is to get it like that as much as possible. But it was a great night. Troy's goals came at perfect times as well, and I know they had a lot of possession, but I think we fully deserved the result on the night as well, which gives us confidence going into the game. But as I said, the focus is straight back on Hungary.
But you want to take the good out of the Portugal game and bring it into the Hungary game. Leadership, Séamus, is something that's key to any group, it seems. Nathan Collins is wearing the armband now, but you're carrying the leadership role through as well. What is leadership in that context for you?
I think leadership is very easy when you're doing something that you care about, when you're not doing it for yourself and the other players there. Well, you are doing it for yourself and other players there, but you're doing it for a nation. I think our football team is capable of lifting a nation, and I think that's what we did on Thursday night. And leadership for me is giving your all, caring about what you do, and trying to make people around you better. And that comes natural to me. And if I can help any of the lads coming through with that, then that's my role.
You were made captain of the Ireland team. You've only had 76 caps. That's a lot to do with injury. And you were at the Europe 2016, a big moment in Irish football history as well. You wore the armband the night of Robbie Brady's goal. I mean, remind me of that and what that felt like.
And that was an incredible night for us, Mike, and a generation of player. That was our moment. That was our night. And again, disappointed still at times when you think back to the France game when you went 1-0 up. But that night was incredible. Again, sometimes you feel it in the air, and I felt it that night as well. But regarding the armband, that night against Italy, I think just playing, just being part of it was special. And I think that group, that was our big night. And Portugal was the big night of this group, but I think there's another big night tomorrow as well that we have to be prepared for.
The early part of this campaign, you weren't involved in the first window, and you weren't very happy about that, were you?
No, but I'm a competitor. I believe in myself. Disappointed honestly, because I would never say that I should be in a squad if I didn't feel it. But yeah, disappointed. But like I have been through my whole career, I've stayed professional and tried to do my talking on the pitch and in the training grounds and stuff like that. And thankfully the manager called me back in, and it was great to get called back in and great to play a part in it. And that's the life of a professional footballer. There's ups and downs along the way. And
But did you resent the fact that you weren't called up? And was that a motivation for you?
I was disappointed, yeah, like anyone would be, but you know, people have opinions at that time, and that was the opinion of the management and the coaching team. And you know, as you've seen, the way I've come back in, I've come in professionally, and I think you've got to always earn the right to play for Ireland. And that was a disappointment along the way, but this country means way too much to me to not want to be part of it. And as I said, I wouldn't want to be part of it if I didn't feel like I had something to give. And
I guess Hamir's view was probably you hadn't been getting that much game time at your club, maybe taking into account your age as well.
Maybe so. He had his opinions, I had mine. We're two professional men, and as you can see, we've moved on from it. And more importantly for me is how Ireland gets on. But yeah, I back myself to be in the squad, and I think as a competitor, if you didn't have that, then you're wasting your time. And I think now, you know, I've had a good run in the team, and I'm looking forward to that continuing on Sunday.
Talk to me about the two games you missed though then. I mean, what was it like watching on Hungary, obviously, who we play tomorrow, and we went 2-0 down, came back into the game. When you were watching that, what were your emotions?
Yeah, listen, my emotions were, you know, I played with the group, I was part of the group, and I understand how much it means to them all playing for Ireland. So to see them come back in the Hungary game was great. Didn't know if I would be back in or not at that time, so it was a tricky one in terms of what to feel. But obviously you always want the lads to do well, you want the lads to perform, because I've been that younger player as well when results are hard to come by. So fully supportive and very happy when Adam scored the goal.
You've spilled blood for your country, you've broken bones for your country. I don't want to dwell too much on it, but when you were out with a broken leg, did you think that you'd ever come back? Did you always feel it was a long road, I'm sure?
It was long, but you know, when nothing's been given to you, you know, when you've got to earn everything, no, I had no doubts I'd be back. And you know, maybe missing them a couple of years has added a bit of longevity towards the end of it as well. And yeah, I think like if you just work hard at anything, you care about what you do, and you try your best, then you've got a chance of getting back into the fold. And yeah, it was a disappointing night that night, and it was 2017. But part and parcel of being a professional footballer too. There's ups and downs, and there's injuries, and I've had my fair share. But I've always been one for just working hard and trying to get back.
You were left out of the Euro 2012 squad as you had come onto the scene then. I know it's a long time ago, but that was a disappointment. These championships don't come around too often, and Ireland don't get a chance to be in them. What would it mean to you to make it to the World Cup?
It would mean a lot. Listen, going back to 2012, I think I've said it many years ago, but at that time, I don't think I deserved to be in the squad. I think people might forget, but that season I hadn't played that well, so it was a disappointment. But 2016 to qualify, amazing. But for Ireland to qualify for a tournament is incredible, really, because you've seen it in the Viva on Thursday night. The Irish people are crying out for it, but again, it's not going to be done by me sitting here in front of you saying all the right things. It's got to be done on the pitch, like you said, blood, sweat and tears, whatever it takes. And it's not about what it would mean to me either. It of course, selfishly, it would mean a lot to me. And when I talk to the lads as well, I talk about the fans, the families, everything like that. And we understand the meaning and the sacrifices our families have made along the way. But also there's a lot of people behind the scenes here, staff members that have been working hard behind the scenes through the good and the bad. And people like that there's a lot of staff members here that haven't been to a tournament as well. You know, your physios, chefs, media team, you know, everything in between, and operations. I would love it for them as well, but again, we've got a massive game. Hungary are a great team, some fabulous players, so you know, we've got to earn the right.
Ireland in 1990 in Italy, in USA 94, and then Japan and Korea 2002. You're one of the few players that were even born. I think you were probably about 13 or 14.
Something like that.
What do you remember of the last World Cup, apart from the row?
Robbie Keane's goal. Robbie Keane's goal against Germany. I think that's what my kind of generation remember. Yeah, and just the excitement around the town, not so much Ireland because I couldn't see around Ireland, but our town in particular, just excitement and looking forward to getting to watch the matches was incredible. And
The flags out, the bunting.
flags out, everything, you know. So incredible times, incredible memories, and then, you know, a few years later to be playing with some of them lads was incredible for me. But yeah, you know, we want to get there again. There's a long road ahead still. Can't get carried away by Thursday night, and I don't want to keep dampening down Thursday night here, Tony, but football's football and it moves on very quickly, and we've got to be ready for tomorrow night's game.
Let's move it on very quickly then. There's two Liverpool players, and Dominic Szoboszlai in particular, you'll have come up against and know very well. I mean, he has a lot to offer this Hungarian side.
Oh, he's a fabulous player. He's got an engine, you know, up and down, technically very good. Kirkes as well, you know, quick fullback. So, but I think there's more to them than them two as well, and we have to be prepared. But it's going to be like a cup final. I think, you know, it's, you know, winner takes all in a way. So,
I'm just interested in the mindset from a Hungarian point of view. We have to win. A draw is enough for them. But does that sometimes put a little doubt in your head as to what you need to do? Let's say it's 85 minutes and it's 0-0.
85 minutes and 0-0. Of course, you've got to change it up a little bit, and you have to win the game. But going into games, not even going into the Portugal game, you know, people keeping an eye on the Armenia result or whatever, it's really irrelevant because you've got to go and do the business yourself. So I've never went into a game thinking, right, let's hold out for a draw or whatever the case may be. So obviously they've got that banker of only needing a point, but it's not how football works on the pitch. It's 90 minutes of trying to win the game, and they'll be the same. Like, they're not going to be sitting back for 90 minutes thinking, right, we just need a point. So listen, approach the game like we did Thursday night, and we'll give it a good shot.
Lansdowne Road was one thing, and it was a wonderful thing. There are thousands of Irish have come out. Quite a few are coming out since Thursday without tickets. But how do you harness that emotion in the Puskas Arena?
Yeah, listen, we've got to use the emotion. I think that's what we are as Irish, and we can't be embarrassed about it. And you know, you can get the tactics board out, and you can do all the fancy stuff you want. And I know I sound old school here, but Irish teams have always been tough, hard to beat, you know, threatening behind, you know, get the crowd with you. So we've got to use our fans. Of course, you know, we're professional footballers. We have to, you know, pick the right moments and that, but absolutely embrace our supporters and try and give them a good night and something that they can go home happy with, and maybe a few sore heads, hopefully.
Séamus, I wish you and the team the very best of luck, and hopefully there's many more roads to go before the end of your career.
Thank you very much, Tony.